Did you know that they are still making Bridget Jones movies? I had no idea until a new film suddenly appeared on the Peacock streaming service. And look, I recall that I kind of liked some of the previous films, so let's dig into movie number 4. I'm Sean McBride, the movie guy, and tonight let's talk about Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy.
Ah, Mrs. Darcy?
Mr. Wallaker.
Why is your granny wearing pajamas?
Bridget, you're a widow with 2 wonderful children. My advice to you is put your own oxygen mask on first.
You just have to get laid.
In Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy, we catch up with Bridget at a low point in her life. She's a widow, also an unemployed single mother, struggling to raise her 2 children and get her life back on track. Taking advice from her gynecologist, played by Emma Thompson, she decides that it's time to go back to work and maybe even dip her toe back into the dating pool. Now, the secret to Bridget Jones is that while she's a mess, well, she's a hot mess with great friends and a good heart, so it's easy to cheer for her in her quest to find love. And sure enough, there are several men that come calling in this movie. Hugh Grant returns as Daniel, but his relationship with her has settled into a platonic thing. But then there's a young stud played by Leo Woodall. And what about that hunky school teacher who's played by Chiwetel Ejiofor? Now, like I said, the secret to this story's enduring appeal is the likability of Bridget Jones. And look, Renee Zellweger continues to be adorable. It's easy to cheer for her. Her friends are wonderful. I mean, that makes this movie a lot of fun and easy to enjoy. Now, with that being said, we have seen this all before. Bridget will do something silly and then she sputters as people react to her clueless antics, or she's left hanging about while somebody has to ride in to the rescue. It was cute in the first film, but now it's getting a little stale. And while the love story is nice, it just feels a little too episodic to be believable. I mean, oh look, she's in love with a much younger man, isn't that funny? Until suddenly she's not, and then she moves on and we don't think about that guy ever again. And that just doesn't seem real, especially since she spends so much of this movie, in grief over her lost love, Mr. Darcy. In fact, this movie does get very melancholy, suddenly dropping the comedic romance and going all in with themes of lost love and grief, both in Bridget and her children. It gave me a little whiplash, but it also made me tear up. And let's face it, sometimes a good movie cry is just what the doctor ordered. Which means that Bridget Jones' Mad About the Boy is a hit and miss affair. It's nice catching up with these appealing characters and there are some fun laughs, but it's just not on the same level of the original movie. I suspect fans will like it more than non-fans, but in the meantime, I'll give it 2.5 stars out of 4. So what do you think? Do you like Bridget Jones? Do you want to see more movies? Comment below. And don't forget, if you like these quick reviews, please give me a like and click the subscribe button. Don't forget, you can always follow me on social media. I'm Sean the Movie Guy over on X and Blue Sky. And you can catch my weekly podcast where my friend Joe Fryer and I get together every week to review all of the week's new big movies in greater detail. Just search for 2 Movie Guys wherever you get your podcasts. Thanks for watching. Hey, you may notice we did 5 reviews this week and not a single one of them was a horror film. That's a change. Don't worry. We got horror coming back next week with my review of The Monkey. We'll see you then.